Hello and welcome to the Pokemaniaks channel. I am Joe, and I'm here with Jared.
Hello.
And today this is our first YouTube channel, our first YouTube video. Sorry,
I
I'm
was very tired
exhausted.
tonight.
I'm extremely tired. Um, so this is our first ever YouTube video on this channel called Pokemaniaks. Expect us to be uploading consistent Pokemon content via long term, medium term, and shorts. However, this is not like the basic video for everything like that. This is actually our first video on our final
The
predictions
first
for
video we plan to
Legends.
upload.
Yes, yes. This is our first video we plan on uploading first. With Legends ZA coming out this Friday. Today is October 14th. This is our final predictions for
This is
Legends
quite
ZA.
honestly the latest we can record this. Like we if
Yeah.
we after today, we pretty much lose our chance at recording this. So here
This is
we
our
are.
one and only chance. We're gonna run and gun it. All right. So Jared, you're gonna take the reign here. Because you have a few topics. I have a
Oh
couple.
yeah.
I have like two, and then so we're gonna have his. We're gonna have his topics. Then we're gonna do my two, and then we're gonna wrap it up with three Pokemon we believe that are gonna get a Mega, outside of the already Pokemon that are leaked to get a Mega.
All right. So the first topic that came to mind, and this is something that I've been thinking about with the game for a while now.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it has me concerned, but it's definitely a question that I've been having for a while. Is Lumio City all we're getting to explore?
Okay. If you really think about it, we never got the true like we never got the full experience of Lumio City, in my opinion, when we first came to this region back in X and Y. And when everyone thought Legend or Pokemon Z was coming out, this is basically it.
This is the salvaged version of Z,
Mm-hmm.
you could argue.
Yeah, I mean I can argue that every single day because I truly believe it. This game is like timing up perfectly for X and Y, and I truly think that this game is going to be opening up how big Lumio City actually is. Because remember, we only got a couple alleys here and there. We're going to be exploring the rooftops, maybe the sewers, and a few other things here and there in Lumio City. Because Lumio City is actually a really big city if you really think about it. It's the biggest city in Kalos, and why not expand on that and make it surrounded by that? But I honestly see a little bit of kind of exploration out of it, especially with the paid DLC. If you really think about that, it's similar to how Scarlet and Violet did with Blueberry Academy and the first DLC, the Teal Mask. Um, so I see them doing it in similar parts like that, but with the Mega Evolution, with the DLC coming out in January, I think it's not. I mean, it could be an expansion of Kalos, but I think it's going to be similar to Sun and Moon with the time warps for Legendary and other Pokemon.
I agree with most of what you're saying. But my take on this is like I like that you referenced X and Y because I feel like as decent of a game people view it, I think being on the 3DS kind of undermined what the city could actually look like, really. And I think having the blueprint that we know is in X and Y makes it pretty difficult to get an idea of like how big Lumio City actually is, or more so if it's like during development they just decide on the scale they wanted it to be. When I was thinking of this topic as well, I also wanted to really hone in on the idea of like, is it just Lumio City? Now I do know that from one, I think it was when they announced the release date in the previous Pokemon Direct, when they announced the previous release date, they updated the website and they actually showed images of being in the sewer.
Okay.
So you go in the sewer, and essentially that's probably going to be like 25% of places you can go and explore. So do I think that's fine? It'll add for a little bit of change. However, I'll even say like, I'm thinking back to Legends Arceus, and it's like, yeah, there's like these giant different biomes that you're traveling to. And then here's this little hut in the distance too. Do you think it? I still want to believe that maybe even if it's just for like an event or something, like if they decide to do like a mythical distribution, maybe they'll do some kind of an event.
Well, similar
I
like
just wonder if like you can actually leave Lumio City and go to a nearby location, whether it's for story, bonus content. Maybe that's what they lean in towards for DLC, because I feel like for the Mega Dimensions DLC, just asking people, okay, we opened two more alleyways in Lumio City. There's now more of Lumio City you can explore. I don't want that. Like I actually want like to be in a completely different place. And that since this is a predictions video, I have the confidence that yes, we're gonna leave Lumio City. Even
okay,
if it's just for a little bit of content or if it's for the
similar.
DLC, I want to firmly believe that there will be another place we travel to, maybe a nearby town. I don't remember the Kalos region map off the top of my head, but maybe we
Definitely.
go to a previous town, the town that's after that. Or maybe they just decide to create, maybe they do like a wormhole thing and now they're just like generating like a random space or something. But at least for the DLC, I hope we are in a completely different place.
So you're saying like I was trying to say this a couple times. So similar to like for you said the mythical distribution. So like similar to the Jirachi and the Darkrai events in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because you're not in Sinnoh.
Definitely say that. Yep.
And then for I forget the other thing you were gonna say. Like for the towns, I think if you were able to go to another town, I think you have to go to well, a couple towns at least. I truly believe you're gonna have to go to the Mega Evolution town with the third gym.
Oh yeah, the giant crystal. The giant
Mm-hmm.
crystal.
No, that's the seventh or eighth gym where you
What are
fight
you
Mega
bouncing off?
Lucario with Mega Lucario.
Well,
I'm gonna
that
say
would be
that
good
one's
if they did
probably
that. That would be cool.
guarantee. If you're correct, I think that one's gonna be a guarantee. And then maybe the time crystal for the seventh gym or eighth gym with Olympia,
Mhm. Yeah, it's the red crystal.
because that one was a really big part of the story. And then possibly even where like the Stonehenge is, like where the mass weapon was, the mass like cannon.
Hmm.
But yeah, outside of that, I think that's a really good guess and a really good prediction, because I think they would actually do something like that. If not in the main game, definitely the DLC.
I think it's likely. I don't know. I feel like they would have to have some kind of an impression that players would hope they think outside of the box at
Mhm.
least once or twice.
Yeah. All right. I have a topic that just popped in my head. So we already know Kalos had the Pokemon villain team. Almost every single generation had a new villain team after Team Rocket. My guess or my prediction is that Team Flare comes back stronger than ever in some way,
Hmm.
shape, or form.
Be happy with that. I know Team Flare is like when you look at evil teams, I would say honestly, and you might disagree with me on this, but I think more people, at least with Team Flare, think highly of them than like other teams. Like I think it was called like Team Yell in Sword and Shield. Like that was rock bottom for many
I mean,
people.
I don't even think that was a villain team. I think
Obviously,
that was
people
just
are
a
gonna
villain
look
team.
at like Team Galactic and Plasma much more highly.
Team
But
Galactic.
even then, like I never really
Oh yeah,
hated Team Flare.
you mean Team
I
Plasma?
can totally accept like a bigger, stronger, more powerful Team Flare. I can definitely expect that.
Jared, don't you mean Team Plasma, not Team Galactic for Gen 5?
I said Team Plasma.
You said Team Galactic.
Oh man, I'm tired too. All right.
I'm
Anyway,
not tired. I guess I'm not tired anymore.
I mean now I'm. I think I took.
You stole
I
my
don't know, man. Now
tiredness.
I'm a
Thank
little
you. I
tired, but
know I've been
yeah,
shunning
I would be
on
happy with
EV
Team Flare coming back, and
latest.
I think it would be pretty interesting.
But what I think about this is that if you really like look at everything, like you're working for a company, and then there's a counter company. I feel like either Team Flare's in the underground, just trying to rebirth after basically Lysander's death. I think someone, because the scientist never died, if you really think about it. I forget his name, but the scientist where you push the red and blue buttons. I'll put pictures up in this video so Jared can see this when we're talking about it later. The red and blue where you get to choose to shoot the weapon or not, or but either way you still shoot the weapon basically. That scientist never died, and he was basically second in command, and he never
I
died.
kind of forgot
They
about that.
dismantled because the leader died, but I think that's any game. But to stand on, well, going off your topic of Team Yell, Team Yell wasn't even like a villain team. I think the worst team.
Yeah, they barely were a team.
I think the
Barely.
worst team, in my opinion, was Rainbow Rocket. I think that was just basically just a money grab because it's like all the leaders are back. I'm
Yeah.
like, and half of them sucked.
And that was their excuse. Well, I shouldn't say excuse, but that was their way of, okay, this is a new content edition for our re-release.
For one of the
But anyway,
worst games ever.
we're talking about Team Flare. I actually never really hated or had anything
Dude,
against Team
I
Flare. I
honestly
like I
love their
remember liking their
theme.
theme. I think their outfits are like fine. I would be curious to see though if they do make a comeback, like how much of a glow up
Mm-hmm.
they would get.
I think
I'm
they're still
not
gonna
saying
be the
like the Team
suits.
Rainbow Rocket type of glow up, but
Yeah.
like,
I mean, you can't
you know,
go up as a Team Rainbow Rocket. That's kind of gross. Um, but no, I still think they would work with the styles because if you really think about it, Paris is one of the biggest fashion cities in the world.
yeah.
So I think they'll update that with more, like with more current fashion trends. But they'll stick to the Team Flare theme, red suit or something like that, or a red dress or something like that, and have the really cool glasses, like the cool like Google glasses and stuff like that. I really wish they released them again in Paldea or Scarlet Violet as a buyable thing because they added the Daft Punk helmets, but they didn't add like Lysander's glasses because I love Lysander's glasses. They're so cool. I remember in this is off topic, but I remember in Sword and Shield that you were able to buy them in the DLC. So with my DLC hat, I had the blue Lysander glasses. So I'm like, yeah, no, this is fun. But back then, that anyway. Back to the main part. Why I think they're gonna be back is that because it's too, if in my opinion, like there's something different going on. It's like it's not like oh you're completing the Pokedex like in Legends Arceus. I think you're either I mean ZA. It's definitely a battle ranking thing, but I honestly see like the
Yeah.
ZA thing being like research and like finding prospects for a stronger Team Flare, which would be pretty cool. And then you take it
I would be down
down,
for that.
mhm. And then maybe there's a chance that Zygarde tries to destroy the city, and you work together with all of them, and they take it out. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool. But
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
that's my topic. That's my quick little
I'm
prediction.
genuinely curious. I know it's not our one of our primary topics, but just
Mm-hmm.
to give a little tiny bit of light to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. I think it's going to be difficult for ZA to top Legends Arceus' story. I think you might look at both games pretty closely, but I genuinely do feel that this will be challenging because I feel like the ending in that game is just too good, and it's really easy to blow your expectations with that. And at the moment, I just don't see at the moment what this game can do to kind of bring that same feeling back. I don't know.
Um,
I just don't see it.
I mean, I'm taking this game with a massive grain of salt. I am taking this like, in my opinion, Legend Arceus or the Legends games are, in my opinion, supposed to feel different every single release. I think Legends Arceus was a test. People loved it. They loved the game mechanic. They loved the battle mechanic. They loved the catching mechanic. They loved the shiny hunting. I think Legends EA is one of the biggest successes Pokemon has ever thought of and released. So take those popular things, the battle mechanic, the shiny hunting, and the catching mechanic, and throw it into a very popular generation, like not story wise, but like due to megas, that's gonna work if you really think about it. But the thing is, you gotta throw the story out. You gotta throw you gotta throw all that expectation out and reset your mind to this is a new type of series, and to be smart with it. I think we should all have a clear mind and not expect everything and enjoy it a different way than Legends Arceus.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema, Joe.
Give me an
All
awesome.
right, so I had another topic in mind. This is kind of a smaller one because it doesn't necessarily have to do with the core game, but in one of the more recent what's the I don't know what the best term to use is, but like last time we had like an info drop, like one of the more recent info
A
drops,
Giga Leak.
official,
Oh, official.
official info drops from Game Freak themselves. We learned that this game is going to have a ranked battle system, and I feel like I have many questions for that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm genuinely curious to see how it all plays out. They officially revealed, keyword official, that the Gen 6 starters are all getting Mega Evolutions,
Mm-hmm.
and you will have to earn these Mega Evolutions via these ranked battles that you play that are locked to online. And I think this is a innovative concept. However, I genuinely question how it's all going to play out. And I think this is definitely like an easy like 5-minute topic for us to discuss.
I mean, if you really think about it, I'm not mad about it. I mean, like, oh, boo hoo, you have to play the game. That's what the point of Pokemon was. You gotta play the game to get what you want. Similar to how people are like hacking in shiny Pokemon and stuff like that. People just don't want to grind for it. So I somewhat respect Pokemon Company in general for doing this. I'm like, yeah, I'm upset for the people who can't get it because of Nintendo Switch Online, but I truly believe that you're going to be able to buy this thing in the DLC if you really think about it.
I think for me, the way I see it is like, I feel like these are. Here's how I view it. I would say now this could lead into a whole other discussion, but
Mhm.
let's try not to for now. I think Gen 6 starters, like the Chespin line, the Finnegan line, the Froakie line, I think they're all pretty respected. Now, again, that
Mm,
could be a whole other topic. But I don't know. I feel like they're not doing like the best justice they can for these Pokemon. I feel like these are three Pokemon that like specifically Greninja, Chestnut, and Delphox. Like I feel like these are Pokemon that players should be able to willingly get their Mega like via gameplay and story and not necessarily like an external mode. I feel like you definitely could have chosen other Pokemon for this. Do I think it's
like the
bad that they chose
starters.
this? No, but I think that if you really wanted players, because here's the other thing you have to understand is that these are time distributions. You can't
Mm,
start a playthrough with these. You can't. It's not
okay.
possible. If you want to have Mega Chestnut, you gotta wait a few months. Delphox, you have to wait a few months. Greninja, probably like a few weeks. I feel
That's
like
where it
if
gets me.
you're someone okay, but if you're someone that really likes one of these Pokemon and you're genuinely excited for this Mega, Game Freak is essentially saying that you have to play the game and wait to get your said Mega. You can't just start out with it. And I feel like it's just not I just feel like I just wish they chose other Pokemon for that role.
I
That's
hate
just me.
that. I mean, I don't. I mean, we disagree a lot, but I do not agree with you at all on this one. Why make people buy the game, play 10 minutes of it, and then drop it? That's what people are gonna do if you give those starters out for basically free. Like what they did was they took very unpopular Pokemon for a reason as the starters outside of like Totodile. Totodile, Tepig, and Chikorita all need help.
They do. I
The
totally
college
agree on that.
starters don't need that. If anything, the Chespin one is probably going to be the best one because it's really being released last. And Chespin was the worst starter. If you really think about it, they're releasing them in order of what Pokemon needs it the most. Like the least needed is going to be the most popular ones because everyone's going to get it. Everyone's going to use it. Like Mega Greninja, Mega Delphox, everyone chose those starters. I can put the thing. I can choose how many times, or I can tell you how many times I personally know someone who chose Chespin as the starter. Three. My cousin, my old friend from grade school, and my buddy from college. That is it. That they're the only ones that chose Chespin. Chespin, if anything, needs the Mega Evolution, but why give it to them immediately when like when no one really wants it to begin with?
Well, just a quick comment. I was thinking like you can have players get the megas at like a certain point in the game, like maybe like 33% of the way through or even halfway through. But with how they're doing this, it's external, meaning that it's another mode that's not necessary. I mean, it's integrated in the game, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not integrated to the main experience, the main intended experience.
I'm gonna counterattack this. I think that's why they made the DLC, because a lot of people don't play competitive, and people want new megas. So why not give them new megas? Think about it. Why do you think they made the DLC? Like, of course, outside of like, oh, the game's not finished. I think the game's finished. They're purposely doing this so that people like us will spend more money on Pokemon we want with Mega Evolution. So, for example, Flygon. We may finally get that. Mega Flygon.
Never know.
Dude, we might get Mega Starters. More Mega Starters. We might get
Possible.
Mega Rayquaza in the DLC. There's a small chance. Especially with Latios and Latios. Because they were extremely popular too. We might get primal forms again. Because they're
So
basically
I feel
megas.
like talking about the DLC can definitely be a whole other topic point. But to
But
end this one,
this is our final
I just wanted to
predictions.
ask a I just wanted to ask one quick question though,
Mm-hmm.
because this mainly is about the ranked battle mode. How do you think that's going to play out? Do you think it's going to be
It's
something
gonna
you
be
like? Do you think it's going to be something that you don't
well.
like,
This is
or
the
do you just
thing.
not know enough about it to comment?
This is the thing. I think you're thinking of Legend ZA battle, like the battle ranked, not that one. It's online comp. So if you really think about it, they're gonna reward you for maybe winning one battle online or participating in a battle, similar to X and Y and ORAS did.
I think there's a chance.
There's a chance. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate that it's behind a paywall of Nintendo Switch Online, but that's the point of the DLC. That's my guess. They're gonna release everything with the DLC if you can't afford the online.
It's a good take.
Yeah, I like. Why would they do that and piss off the community when you're just gonna get it by January? Who cares? Like, cool. The game comes out in October, November, December, January. You gotta wait maybe 12 weeks. What cool? What you can do in the end? Oh, you can shiny hunt. You can complete the Pokedex like what ZA did. Or remember Norkius? Remember we had to wait a couple months for eternity for the Enamorous? I think it's just like that. You gotta think of it like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking
You
about.
just gotta think like that. Like, cool, we got a final part of a legendary trio. Cool. And guess what? I truly believe that by the time these came out, everyone's gonna have it, and everyone's gonna continue playing the game just as much as Legends Arceus. That's my final take on that.
All right, so Joe, I believe you had another topic in mind to discuss, right?
It's basically a combination of two. It's connected to AZ and like that rare Floette. I forget the name of the flow. I think it's Primal Floette.
It's classified as Eternal Floette.
Eternal Floette. That's it. My guess is that because it's back in the game, I think two things are going to happen. One, I think AZ is either going to be the main anti-hero or the main protagonist or the main antagonist.
Antagonist.
Yeah.
That's a good
He's
take. I can
um
see that.
because if you really think about it, this guy made the weapon, made everything about it. I think he's secretly either going to be the anti-hero or the antagonist of the story. It just in my opinion, it makes too much sense. Why have a guy? Why tease? Well, first of all, why tease AZ in the game?
That he's even in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is he even in the game?
Might be a little too telling.
There's more to the story. They're not hide. I know We know Pokemon. They hide more shit in the game. We just gotta find it out, and play it. So I'm gonna say he's gonna have a bigger, like in general. I'm gonna say he has a bigger part to the story than we think. And then for the second part of this, I think we'll finally get the Eternal Floette, either mystery gift,
Genuinely,
because
I want to be able to catch the
mhm,
Eternal Floette. I would
I
want it.
yeah, everyone wants it. No one can get it. No one has been able to get it in
Like
years.
it kind of it feels special in a lot of ways,
Yeah, it's
especially kind of
very
like how they
significant.
treated it in X and Y.
I mean, yeah, because no one knew what it did. It's a special, rare form of Floette. That would be a good one. A Mega Floette or a Mega Florges, but it's only exclusive to the Eternal Floette or Floette.
I think it's possible.
It's possible.
I'm thinking big here, but like you know how Kyogre and Groudon have like
Hmm.
the primal evolutions. What
Yeah,
if they give Floette a primal?
or
Or
Florges or something like
what
that.
if it has one, but it's locked to one battle, like a story battle? You know?
I mean, if you really think about it, the weapon from X and Y was based off the Eternal Flower of Floette.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It was. I think yeah, yeah.
I think it's gonna like so so that's why I think, well, outside of being able to get Eternal Floette, I think Eternal Floette and AZ are gonna be way bigger than you think. And also, I just this popped in my head. Why is it named ZA?
I feel like the Z
What's
would be
ZA
associated with
backwards?
Zygarde.
What's
Maybe
ZA
the A you
backwards?
associate with Alpha?
Jared, what's ZA backwards? AZ.
AZ.
Boom,
A.
this is my true thing. He's going to be the
I can't hear
leader
you. Sorry.
of the final group. He's going to be the head of that tournament.
It's possible.
It makes perfect sense. And then if you beat him, you get like you'll be able to either catch him or catch the Floette or get given the Floette. And then he gets to finally move on. If you know what I mean. Like finally move on in life and finally like I don't want to sound rude, but die or pass on into the next life.
I'm hoping for a lot of
Mm-hmm.
attention to detail when it comes to Eternal Floette. Like I want that to be like a big highlight of the
Mm-hmm.
story.
Yeah, I think it will. Though that's why I think both AZ and Floyd are going to be massive in this story. Makes it just it's just aligning too well.
All right, so I'm out of topics. So I think
Okay.
with that, unless you had another one, I think it's time we go on to our final topic, which is
Yeah.
megas.
I think our final predictions is very fitting to this. I think this is the like we
It's
both thought
also
about it.
really easy to it's easy to make your case for many
Yeah.
Pokemon.
So what we're going to do is we're going to choose three Pokemon that we think that are going to get a Mega Evolution, either in the paid DLC or mainline story. So by the time we're recording this, we already know up to Heatran, Darkrai, and Zeraora are confirmed.
So hard to avoid, man. It
Yes,
was so hard to not
it's
hear
very
about
hard
that.
to avoid, but we know for a fact that they are getting megas. I also heard Chandelure got a mega. I don't know if that's true or not. So we're gonna put a pin on that one. So I'm not gonna choose that one because I love Chandelure. But Jared, I'm gonna let you take the floor for your three choices.
And you just want me to go one, two, three.
You can give your case why.
Okay. First one that comes to mind, Talonflame.
Okay.
I feel like Talonflame. I just feel like it's a good Pokemon overall, and
Mm-hmm.
genuinely, like when you look at it competitively, I feel like in a lot of cases it's viable.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like it's just one of those Pokemon where I think you can really give it like a cool design. You know, like I just feel like you can give it a really cool design.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple case on why, but I just feel like it would make sense because it's another Gen 6 Pokemon. And don't get me wrong, there are other Gen 6 Pokemon that have megas and will get megas, but if I had to pick one, like I would hope Talonflame is one of them. I would
Okay.
hope.
I mean, think about it. It's one of the best regional birds. Like one and probably the best regional bird outside of Pidgeot.
Hey, don't forget Staraptor, man. Don't
Well,
forget Staraptor.
well, that's a big three.
Staraptor should also get
Pidgeot,
a mega, honestly.
Staraptor. I know. You know how broken that would be?
Well, yeah, when it uses Brave Bird, yeah, it might be too much.
No, it already knows fighting moves.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does.
That's
I didn't
already
even think of
broken
that.
enough.
All right, let me move on to my next one. So, another Pokemon I was thinking of is also from Gen 6. I was thinking maybe Pyroar should get a Mega. I
Okay.
feel like that's another kind of similar with Talonflame. Like, I feel like you can totally give it like a big. I was about to say glow up, but I'm not. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Kind of like an evolution of sorts, and I feel like you can make it look really sick with a Mega
Mhm.
Evolution. I mean, I'm thinking back to like think there's another Pokemon I'm thinking about, kind of like Ampharos. Like when you look at Ampharos, it just looks so much more impactful, and I feel like you can really give that same kind of treatment with Pyroar. Like a lot of things just make too much sense to choose Pyroar. It also has the male and female form, so I would genuinely be curious as well
Oh,
to
so you're
see
gonna
if it
say
looks
like,
different for the male and female.
yeah, like similar to how like it's not. I mean, it's two different games, but like how X and Y Charizard look different.
Yeah, that would be cool if they did something like a Pyroar X or Pyroarite X, Pyroarite
I
Y
mean,
or something like that.
we're getting Mega Raichu like that.
Yeah, that is strange that they're doing that, given that this is ZA and not X and Y. But
Well, no. It's a hint to X and Y. One's shaped like Y, the other one's shaped like an
so yeah,
X.
maybe we do get maybe if Pyroar does get a Mega, it's Pyroarite X, Pyroarite Y, or maybe they do it by the gender.
Yeah.
All right, so I had another Pokemon in mind,
Mhm.
and I think Joe, this might be one that you were thinking of as well, because I know that this is a Pokemon that you like. I was thinking Luxray.
Okay.
I feel like Luxray, it's a popular Pokemon, and I think it's liked
Extremely.
by a lot of people,
hmm
especially given that Shinx is one of the first few Pokemon that you encounter when you play through Diamond and Pearl.
hmm
I just think
One of the best electric
Luxray you
types
can
to go between
definitely
them.
make an appealing Mega Evolution for. Like I
Yeah.
think it's easy to give him a Mega Evolution and make it look cool. Just because Luxray itself is already really cool. And there aren't a ton of electric types out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're getting two Megas for Raichu, but already there aren't like a whole lot of electric type Megas, at least before the game's release.
I like those choices. It stands out. I mean, two Gen 6 fire types and then an electric Pokemon that is unbelievably loved. I mean that's a good choice. I'm gonna go a little bit down a different route. I'm gonna choose two megas, and then I'm gonna choose something a little different here. I'll make a like a throw in the shot in the dark type of prediction for a Pokemon. First of all, I kind I think it's a little disrespectful you even think of this. I truly think that we are going to get a Mega Flygon.
I want one. I
Mm-hmm.
would hope for
Oh, actually, I'll give you
one.
three megas and then my final one. Um, Flygon needs it. We want it.
Yeah, Flygon does need it.
Let's not
It
pull a
does.
Call of Duty in Activision and Treyarch here, and not listen to us until the very last minute when no one cares anymore, and everyone moves on to a different game. Flygon needs it. We want it. Why not? For my second one,
Technically,
because
you
we
have two
already,
chances.
yeah. Um, so similar to Dragalge, I was predicting that Dragalge gets one, and he got one, and I'm very excited for that. Um, my final prediction, or my second legendary Pokemon, is a water type from Kalos, found in a similar area. I think we're gonna get a shiny, or not a shiny, a Mega Clawitzer.
It makes a lot of sense to pick
It's,
Clawitzer, in my
I mean, it
opinion.
already looks like a Mega. Why not make it better? It's very underhyped. I think it's very underrated as a Pokemon.
I feel like it
And
should get
why
more
not make it
love.
better? It deserves way more love. It's a freaking pistol shrimp. You know how cool pistol shrimp are? Like, actually, for a real fact, Jared, did you know pistol shrimps can punch or make an air bubble so fast, or punch an air bubble at something so fast it can shatter glass?
Did not know that.
Yeah. So why not do something
I
like
would.
that with your
I
Pokemon?
genuinely now you're making me want Clawitzer. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
making me want it.
And then for my final one,
Another Gen 6?
no, Gen 5.
Really? What do you
I
have in mind?
think we're gonna get a Mega Crocodile.
Dude, I can just envision it.
Dude,
Oh, Mega
like,
Crocodile would go so hard. I know it. It
I
would go
think it
so
looks so
hard.
much cooler on four legs. Have more, make it more dark type like, or get, or shoot,
I would want it to be bigger as well.
yeah,
Maybe not
make
like
it
double the
bigger.
size, but like at least a bit bigger.
Well, make it like an actual crocodile.
Oh, you were kind of
Make it
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah,
submerged in
okay.
the
I see what you're
sand,
thinking.
and then when it attacks, it shows its full body or something like that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Crocodile will go hard.
Mm-hmm. And then for
I
my
would want one.
final Pokemon prediction, I think we will finally get the Dragon Form Eevee
It's a
in
big one.
some way, shape, or form.
It's a big prediction.
If
I
they
would choose
don't, if
Dragon though
they
for the
don't,
next form. I would choose Dragon.
I mean, if you really think about it, what is like it's? I mean, we've gotten water, fire, electric. Then for Gen 2, we got Dark and Psychic. Then Gen 3, did we get anything in Gen 3? Leafeon, Glaceon? Or is that Gen
That was
4?
Gen 4.
Then I skipped a generation. Gen 4, Leafeon and Glaceon. Then we
Someone in the
skip
back
another.
there's thinking,
Yep,
okay, here's the bug type Eevee that I want.
I want that too. That's a good one too.
So are you
Um,
saying that this Dragon type Eevee is gonna have a Mega?
Maybe. I mean, or it's either we. Oh, that would be cool. We get the dragon type, and we get a mega evolution of Sylveon and the dragon.
Yeah, because Sylveon is originally Gen 6. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would
Why
go
not?
hard.
It's one of the best Pokemon in the game still. Why not?
I hope our predictions come true. I
Dude,
really hope they
dude,
do.
if half these predictions come true, I'll
Like
be
I
so
want
happy.
type I almost said it. I want Talonflame, I want Luxray. You're convincing me. I agree. I apologize for not saying Flygon. I want Crocodile though.
I Crocodile, dude. If we get
That would go hard.
Crocodile, dude, if we get any of these right, I'm gonna be so happy.
Yeah, let's
But
hope for at least like one or two.
yeah, like I said, these are our opinions. This is not fact. These are our predictions. This is what we want, and this is what we're gonna guess what's in the game. So we're gonna finish it with that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will talk to you guys later. See ya.
Have a good one.